So today I plan on making just finishing this here little thing I made. So I got that all made. So for my extend the table. So the only problem I'm having is that I'm thinking I'm going to run into problems is that there's a fence on this table, but there's not a fence here. So I'm just going to cut a little piece and put it along the side back there. And in other words, continue this right out. That way it'll just stop this from when I'm cutting from going like this. So, and that's not really safe. So we can do that quite easily, I think. Little things like this is simple, but you know, they ended up being really nice. So 37 and a half. We'll make our 37 and a quarter. Well, let's make it, 37 and a quarter. Find my pencils. Never have enough pencils. Kind of handy hanging on to all these scraps. $37 and a quarter. Yep. So might as well try this new saw. See how she is still. Yep, she's warped over the knife, that tabletop, so it stops the blade from turning. So the problem is she's not hitting right in that groove. But I could have maybe moved it last night. I was trying to, before I went home. I think she'll. That looks more like it. Should start up now. I like the sound of that saw. All right. I think that's a little too wide. You don't need a fence up like that. And put it down about like that. Maybe about like so. So, what we could do is just get it where we want her. Make a line under there. So, measure it all, the whole thing. So, inch and a half and a bit. Inch and a half and a bit. I don't go by metric. I go by the old scale. And I don't make mistakes that way. Years ago, I had my son, both boys, Craigie and Carl, and they used to do a lot of cutting out for me in the woodworking shop. And I used to tell them, I want 2 pieces, 27 inches plus 2. So that's 2 marks. And they used to get them right on. And even today now, they're, even though things have switched to metric, by jumping if they do anything. That's the way they do it. 27 by 2 or whatever. Kind of funny, really. Well, it's an easy way. It's an easy way of doing things. So I didn't really need to mark that. I don't know what I'm thinking. You need an inch and a half and 2. Well, then just set your table saw for that and cut it. Oh well. But as I say, really, if you really think about it, it's a lot easier than going an inch and an eighth or an inch and 3/16 or whatever. I just go by, just what it is. So, like a inch and a half and 2 for this example. So, works out pretty good. Also, when I'm cutting on my table saw, I never like the blade to be up high, too high above there. Like I wouldn't want that blade to be up there. I like it just so it sticks up, and just above whatever thickness of wood you're cutting. Too much, a little too dangerous then. This way, you never have to fear. It just cuts it, especially with very thin stuff. Real thin stuff has more tendency of clipping, moving. But if you just got that blade, just whatever the thickness this is, keep that blade just a smidgen above it. Never go wrong. Never have issues. Even that's just a little bit too far there. There we go. Another piece for something else. Well. So, put that right on like that. Should be pretty nice. Maybe we'll just mark that. And maybe that way I can just got a line here now. Whatever the thickness this wood is, I'll just pre-drill it. Make the screws go in a lot easier. 4 inches. Yeah, 2 would hold it. Yep. 3 screws. Okay. Now, what's the best way to do it? I don't know if I can reach it or not. Okay, so let's see. I might be able to reach it. Let's see. Put one in the middle. So, that was pretty good job. Now, if we want to cut some, we just put it up there and don't have to worry about it. Yeah. There's something to hold it. And put this up a bit. Just hits right there, a smidgen. It's going to bother me, so why not fix her? Yeah. A little bit there. Looks a little better. Yeah, these here old boards, it was just an old piece of plywood that come with it, but it was a heck of a mess. So this will make it look a little bit nicer. So now we just got to line up these again. The reason you got to have these grooves there, which you probably already know, is that this blade here, the blade there has to be, you know, below the wood that you're cutting. So in that groove, then just a smidgen down, then it'll cut the wood all the way through. Simple, but as I say, you probably knew that anyway. Anyway, so now these screws at the back here that hold this board all into place, you couldn't even move them. They were so rusted up, but with me soaking it with WD-40 last night and everything, they come loose. So I can put that back in there again. Lines up nice there. That lines in there. Then we can just tighten them up again. Boy, look at that. Nice and easy. Amazing what, you know, WD-40 works. A lot of people say it don't work, but the thing is that you just have to, give it time. It's like anything else in life, patience. Give it time to work overnight, and away it goes. Right now, she should be good. Oh. There we go. She runs a lot, nice and smooth around there now. That was so hard I could hardly push it when I first got it. So, and this is pretty neat here. It's got a little handle that you squeeze on your hand. Kind of like that now. My old one didn't have that. It just had the shield on it. And I'm thinking this is going to be pretty awesome to have that. I don't like the rakers, so they get stuck in the wood and cause you more grief. Main thing is to have a good fence. So like this here is a solid hardwood. So this actually is a piece of cherry. So, and I didn't put it on there, but we'll take it. So anyways, that's done. We got a nice thing now, so this slides back and forth. No hitting no more. Table's all nice and sealed. I won't put no sealer on it because, you know, it's just looks good as it is. And, hey, what more can you ask for? It's inside, it's not subjected to the weather, so it should be good anyway. So here's a little add-on I made. I showed a video of this side over here, and I got thinking maybe I should just make another one. So I got my table saw. I can just take that off and on, set it there, and my fence will hold it in place. The line's all up nice. The leg just folds up. Out of the way. And then the other one just picks up and hangs up on the wall. I think it looked out pretty good. For an old Craftsman Radial saw, radio arm saw that was sitting right there, rusting away, looking pretty good. Got her all set up with a shop vac hooked up to it, everything. Just what you can do, make out of nothing. The saw, nobody wants them anymore, but I love them. So you can get them relatively pretty cheap, at least for now. And fix her all up just like that.